Okay. Seems like a hot topic right now. I'm gonna do my own reaction video to the Steve Harvey Stare video. Okay, from Meat Canyon, I believe, or Cannon. I think it's Meat Canyon. Anyway, they do some pretty bizarre cartoons. They don't leave a whole lot of people alone. They kind of mess with everybody. Tony the Tiger, all kinds of stuff. Chester Cheeto, make fun of a lot of things. So I'm gonna do a reaction to this video, and not only a reaction, but I'm gonna give you what I think is going on symbolically. It's like a poem in a way. To me, I see it symbolically. So here we go.
All right, now tell me, what was the last thing you stuck your finger in? My wife, Steve. My wife.
And that is the answers that you've given. It's like the media.
Oh, Steve, look at me. Look at me, Steve. Look at me, Steve. Look at me. Look at me, Steve. Steve, look at me. Look at me, Steve. Look at me.
I think it represents the media. Okay. See how they all want him to look at them? And he's looking at them? They want to see the look too. They're more interested in the look than they are in winning the game.
Steve, it's almost time.
And here he goes with the statement. So, you got my reaction. Let me give you a breakdown of what's happening. Okay. The bells just represent the bell that he hears all the time. But he's using the bell, their heads as bells as an analogy in his head because they're just a bunch of dingbats. You know what I mean? Like dingbat, get it? Dingbat. Because they're laughing at a joke. It's supposed to be a family-orientated show. You don't say things like, "Where's the last place you stuck your finger, Steve, buddy," or whatever. My wife. And that is the type of answers they'd be given. So Steve is giving that stare because of answers like that. You've seen it before, and I've watched plenty of his videos. That's the stare. That's his stare. And I think this is a representation of what goes on in his head, because he's seeing that it's not just the players, but it's also the audience that are like attention junkies. All right, forget the bell thing, but remember the part where they all turned around, they were all like crying, and then all their heads started to turn around. They went from laughing to crying faces. Talk about, oh, look at me, Steve, look at me. See what I mean about attention junkies? They just want them to look. They're more interested in the attention of whatever joke they want to crack on the show than they are winning. And Steve, I think, is like blown away by it. And not only is it the players, the people that are in the audience, but it's the media. I think the big bell with all the faces on it was the media. And then the face that came out said, "It's time, Steve, it's time." We all know that Steve Harvey is a God-fearing man, right? And that could have been like, I'm not sure if that was exactly his face. It kind of looked like a younger version of him. I can't tell. And then it, like, from the bottom of the bell, which would, I think, represents the media, was reaching into his mouth and just like, I saw it. It was bizarre, very bizarre. It's deep. It's very deep. I think it goes a lot deeper than you guys think. That's as deep as I could get with it as far as it making sense. And then when it comes back to reality and he sees that it's the actual answer, it's the number one answer. So, and he's still stuck in that stare. So that's what's going on in his head. Like, he's realizing it's too late. It's almost time. It's getting crazy out there. He's starting to realize he's waking up to it. That's what it is. That's what the video represents. Like, all these guys are a bunch of attention junkies or something. That's what he's seeing in his head. That's what the stare is. That's what they're portraying that he's seeing, allegedly, in his head while he's going off into those stairs. So that's all it is. You know, so he's not like going and visiting hell, or, you know, I've heard some of these other theories that are so silly, but it's very simple. It's just symbolism, metaphor in a way, but in the form of imagery. So it's symbolism. The bells, the bell heads, the wanting of attention. Look at me, Steve. Look at me, Steve. And then the big bell with all the faces on it, which had the large legs and was huge and was pouring people out. That was the media. Anyway, that's just my breakdown on the Steve Harvey Stare. Have a good one, guys.